Hey guys, so this is the Feel Good workout. It starts with a stretch, it has some strength, and it finishes with a stretch. This is how you ease your way back into working out more regularly and getting your body to feel good in the process. So what I'm gonna start is just a nice little sun salutation. Reaching hands up over the top of the head, bring yourself down into a forward bend, and I want you to curl your spine, reach towards your toes. Try to keep your legs fairly long, but don't lock your knees. Drop your head. Let your neck lengthen out, the whole backside of your body. And then you're just gonna peel up from the vertebrae down. So the lower vertebrae all the way up to your neck. Neck is the last thing to come up. Ah, yes. Now a big stretch up. Gonna do it one more time. Nice little forward bend. Remember, flat back, forward bend. Then curl the spine, drop the head. Reach towards the floor, shift those hips, feel that stretch behind the back of the legs and the lower back, through the neck when you drop the head, and then peel your spine all the way up. Last thing to come up is your head. Beautiful. Then you're just gonna take your hands behind your back. You're just gonna open up your chest. Oh my gosh, I felt my shoulders crack, right? So here you're just letting your shoulders open up, nice chest opener. This is huge because so much of what we're doing all day long, we're using those shoulders, picking up our kids, driving, carrying groceries, holding bags, whatever it might be, we're using those chest and shoulders, and it is important to open. Then you're gonna take yourself up into a tricep stretch. So reach that hand up and over your back. Think about placing that hand right between the middle of your shoulder blades. Then grab that elbow and think about pointing that elbow straight up towards the sky. Here's where you don't wanna hunch forward when you're stretching your triceps. Try to keep an upright posture for this. Really get a nice stretch. You can't imagine how much your shoulders, your back, all of that needs to stretch the arms right here and the shoulders. So you're getting a tricep plus shoulder stretch here. Other side, reach it up, nice big stretch. Hopefully you can feel how good this opener is right away, because I tell you right now, I need it so bad. It is important. Then we're just gonna release that. We're gonna go through one more time. So big sun salutation, hands up overhead, exhale, forward bend, reach towards the toes, drop the head. You should be feeling a little bit looser now. Slightly bend the knees, roll up, keep your abs tight, peel all the way to the top, and then grab those hands, chest opener again. Yes, I did. Going 2 times. We neglect the chest stretch. We neglect the upper body stretches way too much in our fitness programs. So that if we can squeeze it in somewhere and really give a special little attention to our upper body, we are gonna feel so much better all day long. We will need a massage less often, even though we love our massages. I get mine every other week, you guys. It is my personal care that I do for myself, right? Keeping my body healthy, keeping my body feeling nice and relaxed. But I stretch those muscles. Let's switch arms. And I'm holding these stretches for at least 30 seconds. It's important that you give yourself this time just to open up the chest, shoulders, triceps, lats. You're getting all of that right here. Okay, now, beautiful. Now we're gonna go into a wide-legged stretch. So this is gonna get those hammies opened up even more. I want the hands on the hips, nice flat back. You're gonna bend forward and you're gonna touch the ground, let your back curl. Again, same thing, it's like a forward bend, except your legs are now wide. You're gonna feel it more through the inner groin. All right, feels amazing. You can shift your hips side to side if you wanna feel a little extra groin stretch here. I like to do that when I'm in this wide-legged stance. Then you're just gonna bend your knees slightly. You're gonna peel up all the way. Then I'm gonna have you in the same position, except you're gonna take your hands behind your back, okay? Like so. You're gonna have your legs out wide like they just were. You're gonna do a forward bend, except now you're gonna bring your arms into play. So now you're getting an extended little assisted chest opener, right? And your hamstrings are getting that stretch at the same time. All right, so you're gonna feel it, a little bit of trembling in your legs maybe, okay, because this is a pose that's gonna use some muscles. It's also stretching at the same time. Then we're gonna bring the chest and head up first, nice flat back raise. Oh my God, that feels so good. Oh, I love it. Now, we're gonna go down onto the mat into a down dog with a hip flexor extension. So right here, you want your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. You're gonna tuck your toes, going into a down dog stretch. Now, you guys are gonna notice how tight my hamstrings are. My legs are not even straight, okay? I'm sticking my butt right up towards the sky, got a nice flat back. My legs are trying to get straight, but my hamstrings and my calves especially, I have very little dorsiflexion, Vita will tell you. And so I'm getting a good stretch here through my hamstrings, even though it doesn't look like it. But keep your butt up towards the sky, really lengthening out your spine, getting a nice stretch. Then you're gonna come down onto one knee, bring the other foot forward, hands to the inside of that foot, and then you're gonna lengthen out the back knee so you're in a full-on lunge hip flexor stretch position. Now this is passive, so you're not putting any weight on your hip flexor right now. You're not putting any weight on your legs. This is not to strengthen your lower body. This is to lengthen your hips. So you're just breathing here, letting yourself open up the hips. Feels an amazing extension through the hip flexors. And when it's passive, you're able to actually breathe into it, relax a little bit more. Good. And you're just gonna bring your leg back. You're gonna bring your hands under your knees again, go into a down dog stretch. Repeat this so you're getting a nice extension through the back of the legs again, sticking your booty up towards the sky. Nice push off from the ground. Try to let your heels reach towards the floor. Come on, Anna. Come on, legs. And then you're gonna just stretch out the opposite hip. So opposite knee comes down, bring your foot up, keep your hands to the inside of that foot, then extend your toe and your knee a little bit further back to really let yourself go into a deep hip flexor extension here. And this, you guys, is going to change your life. When your hip flexors are released, that means your low back is less tight. It means your posture is better. It means your mood is better. We carry so much tension and emotion in our hips, and it's so key and critical to release and to extend and to get that big stretch and to hold it, right? Breathing into it. Oh my God, this is like one of my favorites. I do this passive stretch a lot. Good, and then we'll bring it back. Now, what I'm gonna do is go into a nice little child's pose with a lateral stretch because I wanna get my back and my lats. So lengthen out, drop your forehead to the floor, sit back on your heels, walking those fingertips forward to feel that back stretch, feel those lats lengthen. Then let's bring it to the side. So we're gonna walk our hands over, lengthen one side so you feel a really big pull. Try to drop your elbow to the ground so that you feel that you're pulling into the ground and it's helping assist your stretch. And then we'll switch to the other side. Lengthen it out, drop your head, drop your elbows. Feel that nice extension through the lats, through the shoulder, through the obliques. All right, now we're gonna flip it over and go into a reverse bird dog. Okay, so here I'm gonna start working on my core. So I'm gonna tighten up with a little strength. So laying flat on my back, all right? I wanna keep my back flat to the ground. My arms and knees are up. We're gonna go reverse bird dog. So pull your low back to the floor. Think about pulling that belly and into the ground. Your low back should not come off the floor at all during this entire process. You exhale, opposite leg and arm extend. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, inhale, and every time you exhale, you're thinking about pulling your abdominal wall in towards the floor. You're not letting any part of your back, your skin should be flat against your mat, all right? And you're exhaling, inhaling. Every time you exhale, you press down even further. You activate the core. That's it, breathing. Nice work. Think about engagement, always having your back nice and flat. So this is forcing you to engage the deep abdominals that need that strength to support your body, support your spine. Good. And then one more. Relax. Now, this next one, you're gonna butterfly your feet. So your knees open up wide, your feet, the bottoms of your feet are touching. You're gonna keep your whole entire back on the floor. I'm not lifting my shoulders. I'm gonna press my low back into the floor, so I'm like tilting my pelvis. I'm keeping my back flat, and then I'm just gonna lift my legs, just like that. I'm gonna exhale, lift my legs. Don't let your back pop off the floor, not even when it comes down. So it's up, keep your back pulled in tight. Even here, pull your back towards the floor. Exhaling as you lift. Oh yeah, I'm not getting any help from my legs. I'm just using the weight of my legs to challenge my abdominals, to stay engaged, to keep my core engaged as I lift. Keep going. 3 more. Just to feel that engagement, to feel that tension. Let your abs work for it. Good, let's get a little one more in here. And relax. Nice work. Let's roll up and go into a little break dancer. Now, I love this hip bridge with the reach, okay? So I call it the little break dancer here. You're gonna have your hands behind your shoulders. You can make a couple dots on your mat or just notice where your hands are when you're getting started, because this is the position you want to be reaching up with, okay? So your hips are up, your hands are getting, your shoulders are getting a good stretch here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift and you're gonna reach up and over. You're getting a twist and you're working those obliques, you're working on that, you're working on your glutes as you lift the bridge. Now you come down, place your hand the other side and lift. Squeeze the obliques and get a nice stretch. Think about doing a nice little rainbow with your body. So you're trying to get that arch, up and over, just like that. Nice work. Coming up, stretching, squeeze the glutes. Nice job. So as you're going up, you're squeezing the butt, you're lifting the hips, so you're working the obliques. You're getting a great stretch through your lats, all right? So it's getting a nice little combination of everything. Down and up. Almost there. Nice work, and relax. Now stay in this position. You're gonna do a ballerina twist. So here, you think about what the ballerinas do with their hands. They have them kind of touching, nice and gentle. Well, I want you to do that, but I want you to add a twist. All right, so your knees, your heels are planted, so you're not able to move your lower body. You're just moving your upper body, and you're rotating, and you're breathing back and forth. Good, keep your abs engaged. Nice. Keep it going. Couple more. Good. Thinking about that rotation through the trunk, right? You're leaning back a little bit to make it a little challenging on your core, on your abs, getting your obliques engaged when you're doing that twist. Beautiful. And relax. Whew, it's fired up, it feels good. Now, we're gonna get a little stretch and strengthen through the lower body with a reach forward. We're just gonna do 5 on each leg, okay? So you're gonna plant one foot down, your opposite leg is gonna kick out, and your arms are gonna kick forward. So you're trying to become parallel to the ground, all right? You're using the support of this leg to really lengthen, so your leg isn't gonna be stick straight, it'll be slightly bent, and you're gonna feel that pull right on the hamstring. So as you kick that leg out and as you reach your arms forward, you've got to use the stability of this leg, and you can see me losing balance. You can see me being challenged. It's good, right? I like this combination of getting the stretch and the strength at the same time. All right, now switch sides. Get the other side. This is not my good side, so if you can imagine, always working on the balance, the stability. Breathe. When you're lengthening those arms, you're trying to keep yourself square to the ground. That's why I'm lengthening both arms, so I can try to keep my hips and my shoulders square to the floor. Right? Getting that stretch. Trying to get parallel, but if you can't, it's okay. You can just go halfway. The more you bend forward and get yourself parallel, it's gonna be better for you. Now, we're gonna go into a little quad stretch here. So pull that heel up towards the butt, point your knee towards the ground, and give yourself an extension through that quad. I tell you, we take for granted how much work these muscles are doing for us each and every day, so it's important to lengthen them. This is a part of your exercise routine, your fitness. Your mobility, your flexibility is a big part of how fit you become and how fit you feel and how fit you are. So really give yourself this time. Good, and you're just letting your knee point straight down towards the ground. A lot of people kind of let their legs bow out and they're not focused intentionally thinking about how much can I maximize the extension through the front of my quad, my front of my thigh, and it feels really good when you get intentional with it, right? All right, now, I'm gonna go into a deep squat. So here you want your feet out, nice and wide. You're gonna bend forward, bend the knees, and get yourself into a nice little deep squat position, right? So for this one, it's not easy for everybody to get down here. Get down there however you feel comfortable. Hold that squat. Now this is important because this is how your hips were made to be used. I mean, back in the day, they say in the caveman days, like this is everybody's seat. There's the bucket, right? So this is the seat. You want to make sure that your hips get this movement in on a regular basis, right? I'm keeping my chest open, and then I just bend forward to get myself out of that. I'm gonna roll up, and I'm gonna give myself one more quad stretch. So I'm lengthening, opening, breathing, feeling good, abs are tight. My body is invigorated right now, okay? I feel amazing. And a lot of times, I gotta tell you guys, when you think about exercise, you think about working out, you're thinking about, pushing yourself and sweating and feeling the burn and feeling that like endorphin rush, right? Doesn't have to be that way every workout. Occasionally, especially when you're getting back into it, it's important to have one that just makes you feel open, makes you feel invigorated, makes you feel energized, makes you feel loose, makes you feel relaxed. That's okay too. Those workouts count. I hope to see you guys in the next one.